Welcome back. Whatever Helena Chang did, it seems to have sent Zoe back into story time, and Crow is there, apparently to show her something. And while it's good that we get to see Crow again, this doesn't exactly do anything to tell us that he's still alive. Because, you know, story time isn't exactly part of the normal world, so... Then again, we did see his dead body fall into the Well of Dreams, so maybe that's why he's here. Who even knows? Or who this ghost in the machine he was talking about is, we have no idea. It's all part of some grander plan, apparently, and he needs to show me something to do with Brian Westhouse's original trip to Arcadia back in the 1930s, which we saw in the beginning of Dreamfall, where he was writing this journal in this very room. We already know what it says, but we have to look at it anyway.
It's a handwritten letter.
Let's take a look.
I am at the crossroads between waking and dream. One path leads back to the world I left behind. The other path leads to a place of shadows. Between the familiar and the unknown, between certainty and doubt, my choice would seem obvious. Any sane man would turn around, return to the world he knows, forget what he has learned, and live his life in blissful ignorance. But in truth, it is too late. My choice was made many years ago, when I first embarked on this journey. I cannot turn back. I am at a crossroads. But for me, there is only one path. I leave behind these words in the hope that someday they will serve as a map for someone else. To whomever reads this, Godspeed on your journey. If you ever decide to follow in my footsteps, look me up. Brian Westhouse.
Brian Westhouse? Our Westhouse?
The plot thickens.
Thickens or just getting more muddled? I don't know what this is supposed to tell us.
That Westhouse is involved?
There's that, I guess.
Come on, there's more.
There's more. I guess we need to follow the same path that Westhouse followed.
We're ready, traveler. Your journey is about to begin.
Wait, weren't those words spoken in Chinese? I guess because it's story time, we're just hearing
The
the
ritual is ready.
translated
Step
version.
onto the dais, traveler.
Okay, so what just happened?
Portals. They're all over the place. Let's follow him.
Through the... Wait! This is the story time.
You know this place?
I remember. I was here. For a long time. It's the place between. I didn't want to wake up and they needed me. The people who were dreaming. They were sick. I tried to help them.
Uh-huh. Interesting. But we need to see what's going on. I'm supposed to show you this.
I have a feeling I know what we're about to see, again from the beginning of Dreamfall. It would be the undreaming.
What are you doing here? You cannot be here. It will find you.
I don't... Where am I? What is this place?
How did you get here? Go back the way you came, quickly. You cannot stay.
I don't know how to go.
It is here. What have you done? What have you done?
What do you mean? What?
The undreaming.
God. What is that? No. No. No.
What is that terrifying thing?
That's the undreaming. I know it is. I feel it.
Well, that's going to give me nightmares for a long, long time.
The undreaming entered Westhouse.
It sure did.
Was he looking for it? Is that why he came here? Or was it an accident?
I guess that's what you're supposed to figure out. Come on, we have more places to visit.
I don't know if Westhouse was looking for it, but if you remember the little conversation you can overhear, which I missed in my Let's Play, by the way, it seems the monks were aware of it. So Westhouse is the prophet. So the question is, how did we get from where we last saw him to that point? But it looks like we have our interlude before we can find that out. Song lines.
Home, sweet home. The house feels strangely quiet. It must be, what, a year since I last visited? And who knows how long it's been for the house. Could be a day, could be decades. Balance. I need to get moving. There's not much time until the song lines align. Let's see. Elixir, a good rope, a spatula. Chop chop, Saga.
Our Saga's all grown up. Is she wearing a Walkman? Who does she think she is? Star-Lord? Oh, that's a bit further zoomed in than I was intending. I just wanted to look at her face. She doesn't really look like April, but then I guess we never got a good look at April in this engine anyway, so how could we even know? Then again, I'm not sure if she's even supposed to look like April. Anyway, apparently, she's here for a reason. But before that, I kind of want to talk a little bit about the reveal of Brian as the prophet. It wasn't a huge surprise to me at this point, especially after what we just saw in Storytime. It's kind of leading up to that. But it does raise a whole bunch of questions, which we'll get some answers to. Let's put it that way. Of course, I don't want to spoil anything, so we'll get back to that at a later point, probably after the game is actually over. For now, let's see what Saga needs. We need to get an elixir, whatever that is, a rope, and procure a spatula. And apparently she's on the clock. She's doing this for a reason, although we don't know what that reason is. Let's look around the house anyway, because of course this is an adventure game, so there is no actual clock.
I got pretty good, to be honest, and it comes in handy. There's not that many people who can create song lines.
I think that's more references to Australian Aboriginal mythology, although I'm not too familiar with this part of it. So I don't know exactly. Also, I'm pretty sure it's not Sarah Hamilton who's voicing Saga.
Papa's guitar. Mine now, I guess.
Is her dad dead, I wonder?
I got pretty good, to be honest, and it comes
Okay,
in handy.
only two.
There's not that many people who can create song. I'm not sure what to do with the place. It's not like I can put it on the open market. Transdimensional domicile for sale, fully furnished. Beware, temporal shifts and transdimensional tears.
Should go quickly on Zillow, I think.
I don't think I'm ever moving back. Maybe in my twilight years? No. There are better places, warmer places.
Never say never. Again. Wait, what?
I barely remember her. And I barely think about her anymore. It was time to let go. Mama was beautiful. I guess I got my looks from Papa.
Don't put yourself down like that.
Oh, I was a handful back then. It's a miracle Papa didn't lock me in my room. Not that it would have done much good. Paths and portals everywhere. I miss it sometimes. But only sometimes. I devoured those books when I was younger. It was all I had of the outside world. My books and Uncle Galeth. But he was careful not to say too much. He knew I was too curious. I think I know most of them by heart still. I didn't have a lot of choices back then.
She must have done a lot of reading.
I put away most of their stuff when Papa left. What's the point in keeping things around? It's not like they're ever coming back.
I wonder if maybe he finally went out to try and find Etta.
I'll move those out of here. Someday.
Someday, likely never.
I don't know if I like it. Where is that supposed to be again? It makes me a bit anxious to look at it, like poking a wound that hasn't quite healed.
It seems like Saga's own memories are suppressing the memories of April's life, which were apparently much clearer when she was younger. There's a sledgehammer. Don't need that, though.
I thought Papa got rid of Hugsy. Did he find his way back? It wouldn't surprise me.
That would be very creepy.
Both creepy and comforting. Comfeepy. Crumforting. That's Hugsy for you.
Okay.
Too many memories. Was I happy here? I was basically a prisoner. But I guess I didn't know any better. Just stuff. None of this means anything. We're not defined by things. All those years wanting to walk out that door, pass through the turnstiles, and never come back.
Can somebody please explain the turnstiles? I have no idea what she's talking about.
Papa tried all the wards he could think of, but it made no difference. I was too strong-headed.
There's a rope.
Rope check.
Don't know what we need it for, but apparently we need it.
This should be long enough and strong enough to get me where I need to go.
See, looking around the house isn't entirely pointless. Just mostly.
I put away most of their stuff when Papa left.
And the boxes have the same description.
What's the point in keeping things around? It's not like they're
Wanna go
ever
up here?
coming back. It's been so quiet up here since Papa left. It's been so quiet up here since Papa left. There's nothing I need in there.
I guess neither a spatula nor Elixir is up there. I mean, I'm going to bet Elixir is in the kitchen. Would make the most sense. But since I want to look around, I'm gonna go around this way. More boxes, which I'm assuming will have the same description. That looks an awful lot like the ball of kaiju that Zoe bought.
I barely remember her.
And the painting of
And I
Mama
barely
has the
think about
same
her anymore.
description everywhere too.
It was time to let go. I'm not sure what to do with the place. It's not like I can put it on
And
the
so
open
does the
market.
furniture. I'm assuming
Transdimensional
so do the
domicile
books.
for sale. Did Papa change this before he left? I think it's pointing to the same place still. I've been thinking about extending the house's sphere of influence and pulling in some of the garden from elsewhere. Maybe when I retire.
No idea what that would mean.
Before Papa left, I don't think the fire ever went out. He wouldn't let it. He said it was the beating heart of the house. Does that mean the house is dead or just dormant? I can sense it still, beneath the boards and behind the walls. It's hibernating.
Well, we know at some point an old woman is supposed to live here who tells April what's going on during the longest journey. But considering this house's relationship with time, we have no idea whether that already happened or is still to happen. More books. Right now it is quite deserted. And kind of creepy. Although nowhere near as creepy as the border house in Dreamfall.
I'm not sure I like that reminder. She haunted us for so long, and her ghost took Papa away from me. It was Mama's, but there's nothing of her left here now, just things. I'm not a writer. I can play, I can paint, but I didn't inherit her talents.
That's because you inherited your talents from April Ryan.
I'm not a writer. I can play,
And not from
I
your
can
mom.
paint, but I didn't inherit her talents.
No comment about the wireless? Those plants need water. Probably too late for that. I wonder if that's Edda and Saga's dad in the background there. It's definitely somebody who has the same color as Edda. And the wall is still there.
Papa was so worried about the cracks reopening, he checked the wall every day for decades. My destiny begins right here. Well, behind that brick wall.
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to get through there. But not yet, we have stuff to find.
The song lines are not yet aligned, and I need to get everything together before then.
Alright, we'll move on. Now, I'm no expert in alchemy, but I'm going to say that Elixir is probably around here somewhere.
I'm out of the elixir. Okay, I knew that. No worries, Saga, this is all part of the plan. I'm fairly certain the recipe's in the compendium. There should be enough time to prepare a bottle. Prophecies can't be wrong, can they? No. Right?
I guess she's working based on a prophecy. Make the elixir of delayed onset of death. That sounds like a very useful elixir. And there's the compendium.
The Hidden World of the Herbal Alchemist, a compendium of curious cordials, Volume 1. The sequels were garbage.
Let's just hope it wasn't written by Roper Klacks.
Let's see. Elixir of extraordinary extra-human strength, elixir of multiple consecutive climaxes, elixir of selective remembrance. There. Elixir of delayed onset of mortality. That's the one. Keep ticking after you've taken a licking. Page 108. Dried blood bog blossoms, leaf of void oak, boiled in strong liquor. Those things should be easy enough to find around here.
Okay, more stuff we need to find. Liquor, dried void oak leaves, whatever those are, and dried blood bog blossoms, whatever those are. And I guess we have to mix them in here.
Ready for elixir making.
And we still need a spatula too. Oh, there's the radio.
When was the last time I listened to that? I must have been, 16 or 17? I was able to tune into the weirdest stuff from all over the multiverse. The radio of all channels. Currently out of commission.
I'm assuming that means it's not going to work, but I'm still not going to try it just because, in case it does work, I do not want to risk more copyright strikes and make this video unavailable on mobile devices like what happened with the first interlude. Ah, the poster of cheeses is still here. Wine, that's liquor, I guess.
Best wine I ever had. There were no grapes in that world, but the berries they used, absolutely sublime. Like sex in a bottle, with no emotional mess to clean up afterwards. Only wine stains.
Wow, that must have been some amazing wine. I can't seem to get it. There's a spatula.
Spatula? Check.
Alright, well... we need leaves of something, so let's check the plants around here.
Isn't the house supposed to take care of all living things inside it? I didn't know I had to water the flowers. Oh, but wait, maybe... dried blood bog blossoms. Check.
If this is all part of some prophecy or something, then maybe the house did it on purpose, so they would be dried by the time you needed them to be. We still need another type of leaf, the void oak leaves. And also... we need liquor. And I did recognize that bottle before, didn't I?
Jade green baijiu. High-grade stuff, too. I'd almost forgotten about this little bottle of liquor. This should be more than good enough. Best wine I ever had. There were no great wine, but not enough alcohol for my purposes. Also, boiling this would be sacrilege.
Can't use the wine, but you can use the baijiu. Now we just need those leaves, and we actually saw leaves in the bedroom. They were laying on the sheets over there. And on the bedside table.
What a mess. But there should be void oak leaves here.
Apparently they come from Scotland, if this window is still in the same place.
Leaf of void oak. Nice and dry. I think that's it. That wasn't too bad. And there's still time on the clock. Time to boil up some elixir.
Alright, time to make an elixir. Hopefully it won't be too hard. Are there instructions in here?
Bring the alcohol to a boil. Okay. Mix in the fine dust of dry crumpled leaf. Add whole blossoms. And bring the mixture back to a boil. Easy as alchemy. Which is so much easier than science.
It does sound very easy compared to most chemistry. I know. Alright, so bring the alcohol
That's the
to a
alcohol
boil.
heating nicely. Nice. Bit of a waste, but it's for a good cause.
Then we need the dried leaves.
Dried leaf, crumpled to a fine dust.
And finally the blossoms.
And whole blossoms. Perfect. Now it just needs to boil again. How do I know when this is done? Will there be a... Definitely a poof.
You gotta love magic.
Looks the right color. And it's already cooled down. I love alchemy. So much easier than chemistry. Laws of science need not apply. Rope, spatula, elixir. Check, check, and check. I think that's everything. With only minutes to spare, you'd almost think the stars are aligning on purpose. Except no stars, paths. Time to go knock down a wall.
Alright. Break down the bricktop doorway. That's where we need to go, apparently.
With my bare hands? No, Papa did too good a job with the masonry.
Okay, we need something else to break that, and actually, we spotted a sledgehammer. in the hallway here.
This should do the trick.
That's what I was going to say, but she did it for me.
Looks sturdy. I could break down walls with this. And I will.
Convenient. Let's look at the elixir, actually.
This is it. The elixir. I hope it actually works.
Well, I don't know who you're planning on using this on. But for whoever it is, I do hope so as well.
This is it. The elixir. I hope it actually works.
Alright. Let's break down some walls. Wow, that was easy. I wonder where she's going. Over
You know
here.
that feeling when paths don't line up with where you want to go? That feeling. In all fairness, when these songlines were first sung, I don't think these walls were here. Or these metal gears. No worries. I come prepared, because prophecies.
Those prophecies are just one of the many things I wish were better explained in this part of the game. We never get to hear these prophecies, we don't know who made them, or how Saga knows about them. Get out of this place is our new goal here.
I do love their style. Someone must be tasked with keeping these pipes polished, or no one ever sees them. That's attention to detail.
Indeed. Where are we? Watch your step. This looks dangerous.
This is so enormous. I'm almost impressed. But I've seen too much. I'm just too jaded. It's like being inside a massive mechanical Swiss watch.
That's a fairly apt comparison. More pipes. And more gears.
This is so enormous. I'm almost impressed. But I've seen too much. I'm just too jaded.
Why do I have a feeling we're gonna have to go through here?
There's a gap and I can feel a draft. This is it, the way out. I'll be mincemeat, and then we'll all look very silly for trusting prophecies.
So let's not do that. Well, old staple of this genre is stopping gear so you can get through. Or shooting a portal through if this were a different game. Let's see what we have here. Gear set shifter.
Not what I'm looking for.
Torque modulator.
This is it. I just need to switch it off. Luckily, I came prepared.
You did? How do we switch this off?
Hooray for very specific prophecies. This is it. I just need to switch it off. Luckily, I came prepared.
I guess we need is a handle.
Second one from Perfect Fit. The spatula really is the queen of kitchen utensils.
I guess it is.
feel like I'm playing life on cheat mode.
Well, that's pretty much how this entire game feels. Because it does like to tell you what to do. Although not quite as bad as Dreamfall did. Let's hope that wasn't important for anything. Those gears. Now what? This way, I guess. Very impressive piece of machinery. Kind of reminds me of Captar. If you don't know what that is, you'll find out in my next Let's Play. Oh, I see. We're actually in part of the engine.
That's him, down there. I hope I'm not too late. No, we should be good. I'm on schedule.
Alright, looks like we have to get down there and save Kian Alvane, so that's who the elixir is for. Well, good, at least he's not dying. Maybe. Well, not yet anyway, it's only delayed onset of death.
Hang in there, Alvane. He looks very dead. He's not dead.
Guess we need to get down somehow. Let's see. I do like how this whole place looks. It's very atmospheric.
This looks pretty sturdy. Sturdy enough for a rope. And me.
Alright, so it looks like we have to go down from here with our rope and save Kian. We'll do that in the next video.